Nigerian incoming president under Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, declares war over Anambra State police brutality and killings. Hey, my brother, popular blogger Gistlover don call out Peter Obi and other top Anambra businessmen and celebrities who are known diaspora to come and put mouth into this case concerning how police top officials are doing business with youth spare parts, youth human body spare parts and killings using the identity of ESN and IPOB and criminal Yahoo things to convince people that they are criminals, yet they are the ones doing the criminal act. To the full details, kindly pull up a cushion and subscribe to this channel, Lost TV Media, for more daily updates. Let's go into the matter to see how incoming president, Nigerian president Peter Obi, declares war over this case. Roll it.
Hey, wait, don't play that video yet. Welcome to Lost TV. This is your home of all daily Nigerian trending entertainment news and gossip you need to see and watch. Yes, we keep you entertained 247. Yes, 247. So just subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified anytime we drop the latest we do concerning your news and trending gist. So roll the video now. Roll it.
Back to the matter. I hope you have subscribed. Anambra State has always been a scary place when it comes to how SARS operatives operate with no remorse. An article about CSP Patrick Agbazue, a senior police officer in Anambra who is accused of crimes including kidnapping, torture and murder, has been published by popular blog Gistlover on Instagram, an anonymous blogger known for investigating and exposing illegal activities in Nigerian society. Not only are these charges disturbing, but they are also raise worries about the trustworthiness of the Nigerian police force, which is especially concerning in light of SARS period. This disturbing story is just one example of how the police force continues to be filled with claims and misconduct and brutality. Despite the numerous demonstrations and calls for police reform that have taken place, the Nigerian police force has continued to come under public scrutiny in the wake of the protests at 2020 SARS, with several residents coming forward with allegations of mistreatment, extortion, and even death at the hands of Nigerian police. Recent occurrences have put doubt on the progress made thus far, even though there have been promises of reform and efforts to improve the image of the force. The allegations against CSP Patrick Agbazue, a police officer in Anambra suspected of being a serial killer, are the most recent information to come to light regarding this case. An investigative blogger named Gistlover has written and released a comprehensive report on the alleged crimes that Agbazue and his squad of cops have perpetrated, which include kidnapping, murder, extortion, mining, and intimidation. The horrifying nature of the alleged crimes is brought to light in Gistlover's article, which describes how victims were allegedly slain for fun and their bodies were put in a private mortuary after the killings. The report also notes that several cases of missing persons in Anambra are suspected to be linked to Agbazue and his team of officers. The blogger's report continues to explain that Agbazue and his team are reportedly worse than their notorious predecessor, James Nwafọ CSP, who was accused of similar crimes during his tenure as head of Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS) in Anambra. Gistlover has issued a call to the authorities requesting that they take action and conduct an investigation into the allegations. He has also urged public members to speak out and pressure the police to act. As a result of the scenario, many Nigerians have expressed anger and frustration and others have questioned whether or not the police force will ever be able to shake its image of being corrupt. There is a long history of police brutality and corruption in this country, and many people think that additional steps must be taken to address the underlying roots of these problems. Even though a judge or other legal authorities have not validated the charges against Agbazue, the fact that they have been brought up raises serious concern. It is essential that any complaint of improper police conduct is subjected to a comprehensive investigation, and that those responsible for the misconduct be held accountable for their actions. The public is entrusted with the protection and service of the police, and the police must uphold their responsibilities with honesty and a healthy respect for the legal system. The most recent updates included Gistlover sharing a heartbreaking story about two young siblings allegedly tortured and killed by Agbazue. The specifics of the crimes that were done are enough to chill the blood of anyone who hears them. The blogger claims that Agbazue has been identified as the SARS commander in the state of Anambra, and that he is responsible for the majority of the incidences of kidnapping, extortion, and organ harvesting that have been taking place in the state. Gistlover provided additional information on the alleged activities of Agbazue and his team, which include Inspector Harrison Akama, who is said to be Patrick's hitman and is now married to SPO Princess. The blogger demanded that the Nigerian police force investigate their activities and look into the instances of persons who have been arrested but were never released again. Agbazue and Akama were both suspected of organizing a murderous gang to carry out their horrible deeds, and it is believed that they were the ones who were responsible for the victims' tragic death. The blogger comprehensively explained Agbazue and his team's working methodology. Once they have their sights set on a target, there is a significant chance that the individual will never return to their own country alive. The targeted person can be divided into two categories. Those with sufficient funds in their bank accounts and vehicles to take, and those with nothing. It is stated that Agbazue has a pattern of taking his victims to a room where they were tortured and forced to confess to crimes they did not commit. After that, he and Akama are said to have killed the victims and removed their organs. Incredibly, all of Agbazue's vehicles are believed to have been stolen from the suspects he had apprehended and who were after that accused of being murdered in cold blood. The blogger continued by stating that CSP had various bank accounts and choice properties distributed all over Nigeria, which raises questions about how he could build such a fortune on his wage of just 200,000 naira per month. Gistlover disclosed that the majority of the bodies of those that Agbazue is suspected of having slain are being deposited in the New World Mortuary in Teje, with the assistance of a Hausa individual by the name of Sani, who engages in illicit activities on their behalf. The blogger asserted that the number of wrongful deaths was so high that authorities were forced to use a private mortuary rather than a teaching hospital because they could not deposit the dead body in a teaching hospital. Ultimately, Gistlover published recordings and screenshots depicting the siblings who had been unjustly tormented. It was stated that one of the siblings had passed away. The blogger disclosed that one of the videos showed Agbazue entering the police station wearing the same clothes and shoes he alleged to have worn while torturing the siblings. This information has the potential to be very damaging to Agbazue's defense. The writer pleaded with readers to alert the Nigerian police force collectively and bring Agbazue before the law for the purported offenses he had committed. Also, popular comedian is part of the case because his own cousin sister was killed by this same Agbazue, SARS head CSP Anambra State. We all know the comedian. He goes by the name Brain Jota, who hails from Imo State. The same comedian has come out to applaud the blogger Gistlover for his works and revelation over the death of his cousin sister killed by this demonic police officers in Anambra State. Now, many celebrities are coming out, tagging popular individuals like E-Money, Obi Kubana, B-Lord, and the rest of them, even the richest, Ato Eze, saying that they have both hands in buying this private part of slain Nigerian youths by these police officers. But the high part of it is that they are calling out the people's choice, the obedient Peter Obi, who was once former governor of the state Anambra for 8 years, saying that he's supposed to have say or do something over this issue of police brutality and killings in Anambra State. Right now, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, is now taking a legal action and says that he wants to first win the presidency, then he can use his power to act on the police force, because the election is just days coming. So what are your thoughts over this, over what Peter Obi said? Election first before justice, because we don't know. Or is it that he wants to get the higher power to take the legal action needed for this case? Because this case no be individual case, na police case which concern the government, because police is part of the three arms of government we have in Nigeria: the executive, the judiciary, and you know the other one. So please kindly subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified once anything drop over this case. I remain my humble self, Black Mamba, your #1 gossip lad. You know what we do. Click the subscribe button. Peace out.
Thank you. I go by the name Black Mamba. Don't forget, I thank God for my subscribers, my phone, and my sub. If you like, if you comment, if you subscribe, I'll keep thanking God for you. I love you all.